Hi, my name is Cynthia, and I've been attending Cold Springs now for a little over 2 years. When I first came here, my life was really in shambles. My marriage of 40 years had ended. My mom and my brother both passed away, and I was totally lost, and for the first time in my life, alone. But when I walked into this place, it was like I was home. I fell to my knees during the worship, and from that moment on, God has taken me on this incredible journey. One of the things that I've been connected to was the life group, and through that I was led to a job. An email had come in, and like I said, I was so lost. I was looking for a purpose in life, and what I thought was going to end up being a volunteer position actually turned into a part-time job, which then turned into a position. And I'm now doing fundraising and development for New Beginnings, which is a re-entry discipleship ministry for men and women coming out of prison or jail or juvenile hall or just a dead-end lifestyle. And it brings these people in and literally changes their lives. As the fundraising and development person at New Beginnings, it was kind of difficult because we had the COVID situation. But now that that's passed, and through God's grace, we are having our first fundraiser next Friday, July 9th, at the El Dorado Fairgrounds. We're having a fashion show, and it's not just about us and our ministry, but we've been able to bring in several businesses from the community to not just, support us and what we're trying to do, but to bring the community back together. And it's such an honor to be part of this ministry and to see everything come together, because things like this don't happen with just one group. It's taken many volunteers, many businesses, and of course, God's grace. Last May I went to a women's retreat, and it's the first one that I've ever been to. And I did expect to, have a good time and to have some awakenings, but I had one of the hugest aha moments. During one of the sessions, we were asked to look at several paintings that were displayed around the room, and we were asked to go to the one that we were drawn to. And I've always been a musically inclined person. I love to worship, I love to dance, and so it was a picture of a man and a woman dancing, and she was in a beautiful white gown, and her face was looking up with a light on, and she was in the other man's arm. The reason I went to it is because during my marriage, I was sick for most of my life, so my husband became my God. And since we've separated, that's when my journey with Christ began. And now that we're talking about reconciling, one of my biggest fears is that my eyes are on God and his eyes aren't. And so I wondered how God was going to bring that balance about, with me looking up at him and my husband not. But once I went over to the painting and I read the literature with it, I realized that I'm not in the dance of life with my husband. I'm in the dance of life with God, and he's my partner, and he nudges me and he guides me, and as long as I don't step on his toes, my life's going to be okay. We'll have the most beautiful dance. And then there was a poem that came with it, and it's called Guidance, in which dancing is guidance. One person leads, the other person follows. And if you separate the word, it's G, you and I dance. God, you and I dance. So since that retreat, every morning I get up and I say, God, you and I dance. I'm in your arms. Whatever you lead me to do, I will follow. Give me the best to stay in your will, and let it be your way. So now when I look at my life, whether my husband and I get back together, or whether my job is a success, or no matter what lies ahead of me, I know that the best person in the world is in control. I'm in his hands, and he's going to lead me on the most beautiful dance of my life. God, you and I dance.